Hello and welcome to my presentation for teaching in its details. And I apologize for the late submission. Let me go into presenting mode here. So, some characteristics that I find attractive with schools are opportunities, knowledge, and resources. When I say opportunities, I mean extracurriculars for students, opportunities to advance in their education and get ahead in life and have opportunities that they might not have anywhere else besides school. What I also like is knowledge, whether it's getting common knowledge in the classroom with our subjects, math, science, social studies, all those concepts there, but also knowledge for real life skills out in the real world. And the resources for some students, their home life may not be as good as others, so they have access to clothes or free school lunches and food provided for them by the school when they are not at school, and just resources to help them get through life and support the kids that aren't as fortunate as others. Two characteristics that I find unattractive are safety and funding. When it comes to safety, big thing for me, especially in the year 2018, was a lot of school shootings were happening, and I think and that doesn't really seem to happen now. But school safety is a number one priority, and kids should always feel safe in their learning environment. And I don't think teachers and janitorial staff, administration, just faculty at the school should have to worry about their safety while they're trying to teach children. And then funding, especially with public schools that are funded by the state, I don't think they get, even when they do get funding, some programs or areas may not get as much funding as others. For example, like my high school, Simon Kenton, pours more than money into sports than they do with arts. And this school might not get enough funding for equipment, for some extracurricular activities. I feel like the school kind of overlooks that, but I feel like the school could also get more funding with stuff like school lunches and providing more textbooks for students. So those are two characteristics I find unattractive. So my possibility of working in a school motivating me to be a teacher, I feel discouraged because of resources, environment, and students. Students, like I love working with kids, but students can be a handful sometimes, and I feel like people can get really stressed working with kids. Environment, like I said, school safety is a big priority, and just keeping that in mind, it's kind of intimidating. Then resources, I don't feel like teachers are given all the resources that they can be given to teach at their best ability for their students. And then tying schools into the profession. Location is really vital to the profession of teaching because that's where you're going to be teaching your students. That's where that you will be doing some of your lesson planning. That's where you will be spending most of your time doing your profession. So if you don't like your location or your environment or the setting of where you're doing your job, then you really shouldn't be working there. When think about teaching, if I was a teacher contributing to society, I think of inspiration, knowledge, and impact. I have had teachers in the past that have given me inspiration to maybe do certain things. I just want to inspire students to be the best that they can be. Knowledge, not only just teaching them what should be taught to them with the curriculum and standards and everything, but maybe knowledge that isn't on the curriculum that they should know just from your own experiences. And impact, to leave a lasting impact on students so they remember you and remember their time in your classroom and think of it as a fun experience. Now, providing a ripple effect outside of school, I would say definitely inspiration. Like your actions can tie into that, because if you leave good impact, you treat that student with kindness, and you inspire them to be the best they can be, I think that is going to feed into them and then feed out from them to other people out in the community or outside of school, I think that definitely can produce a ripple effect. Impact teachers can have on society. I've said several times inspiration and presenting knowledge. So what I mean by presenting knowledge is that teaching the curriculum to students, but the common knowledge things they might not learn anywhere else but school to help them succeed, and so the students can make it in the real world, and then motivating students just to move ahead in life, maybe go to college and just be the best that they can be, and pursue knowledge and just keep going. And that is the end of my presentation.